holding the office is the most difficult thing to do, because you are trying to deal with internal the employees and trying to deal from that angle, trying to keep people happy, motivated, and yet you also have to deliver a service, and there are expectations both internally and externally. The mayor's office has expectations of me. People in the community have certain expectations, and just trying to juggle all of that and meet all of that is pretty daunting. Obviously, I'm not going to please everyone. I knew that from the beginning, but I try and do what's best for this department, and trying to move us forward and trying to position us for the future. One thing that officers hate is change. I think everybody hates change, but there are some changes that are needed from a technology standpoint, from how we operate, and just trying to navigate on how to do that and do that properly. Yeah, so obviously just taking over and just trying to deal with how do you lead as a chief. There's no instruction booklet that you study on how to be a good leader. So it's just working from that angle. That's been obviously a challenge, but everything else from a month later, hearing about a pandemic, and then of course we heard about a pandemic, but that was over there. That wasn't in the United States. That's not something that we had to worry about. But then just seeing it as it gradually approached the United States, and then when it did hit, even with it hitting, it was like, well, we're way over in Oklahoma. That's not going to be a problem for us. And gradually seeing it come this way. So one of the first things that we had to do is we dusted off a pandemic plan that we had created. Our incident management team created many years ago, I think in 2007 or 2008, a pandemic plan, an influenza plan. And dusting that off and looking at it and seeing where we needed to make changes, and just lining out if this is real and we're going to lose a portion of our workforce, we need to make sure that we have the continuity in place to continue to be able to operate. We're designed in a paramilitary organization to always have a successor, but I wanted to make sure that we went over that and that we had a good line of succession in place for if one or both of us went down, or multiple within our organization went down, that it could still operate. So that was, the planning part's always the most difficult part, and that's the thing that most people never see is that planning piece. But that's what we spend majority of our time doing up here, is just working out plans and solutions on whatever presents itself to us.